my friend. Welcome back. I'm Emma, and this is Talk and Learn English. And today, I want to ask you something. Have you ever spoken English using the right words, the right grammar, and still felt like something was missing? Like your sentence was correct, but it sounded flat, cold, heavy, like rain falling on stone. No emotion, no rhythm, no life. And then you hear native speakers. And somehow, their words feel alive, like waves dancing under moonlight, like fire moving in the dark. Why? What's the difference? Today, you will discover that secret. And by the end of this lesson, you will start making your English sound natural, emotional, human. Not like a robot, not like a textbook, but like real life. Because today, we are talking about something powerful, intonation. And trust me, this changes everything. So, what is intonation? Simple. Intonation is the music of your voice. It is the way your voice goes up and down when you speak. Think about this. Words are the body, but intonation, that is the soul. Without it, language feels empty, flat, like a road without direction, like the ocean without waves, like fire without heat. Intonation gives feeling, meaning, energy. Sometimes, the same sentence can mean two completely different things, just because of intonation. Listen, really? If your voice goes up, it sounds surprised. If your voice goes down, it sounds doubtful. Same word, different feeling. That's the power of intonation. And today, you will start learning it. I remember one of my students, his name was Adam. Adam worked hard, very hard. He studied grammar every day. He learned new words. He practiced pronunciation. But when he spoke, he sounded like he was reading a machine. Everything was correct, but it felt empty. One day he said, "Emma, people understand me, but conversations feel strange." And I asked him, "Do you feel your words?" He looked confused. He said, "What do you mean?" So I gave him one sentence, very simple. "I missed you." And I asked him to say it, and he said, "I missed you." Flat, cold, no feeling. Then I said, "Imagine someone you love, someone you haven't seen for years, standing in front of you. Now say it again." And suddenly, his voice changed, soft, warm, real. "I missed you." That was intonation. That was feeling. That was life. And that changed his English forever. Because speaking is not only saying words, it's carrying emotion, like carrying light through darkness. And today, you will do the same. Lesson 1. Rising intonation. Sometimes, your voice goes up. This is called rising intonation. We often use it for questions. Listen, "Are you ready?" Your voice rises at the end. Repeat, "Are you ready?" Again, "Are you ready?" Good. Another example. "Do you like coffee?" Repeat. Good. This rising sound feels open, like climbing a hill, like asking for more, like reaching for the sky. Use it when you want answers. Lesson 2. Falling intonation. Now, sometimes your voice goes down. This is falling intonation. We use it for statements, for certainty, for endings. Listen, I'm ready. Repeat, "I'm ready," again, and "I'm ready." Good. Another example. I love learning English. And repeat. Excellent. Falling intonation feels strong, like standing on solid ground, like the sun setting after a long day. It feels complete, finished, certain. Lesson 3. Emotion changes intonation. This is important. Your feelings shape your voice. Listen, what happened? Now say it with fear, now with anger, now with surprise. Different, right? Same words, different music. That is why intonation matters. It carries your heart, like wind carrying leaves, like waves carrying boats. Without it, people hear your words, but not your meaning. Lesson 4. Stress important words. Not every word is equal. Some words carry more weight. Listen, I really like this movie. Which word is stronger? Really? That word carries the emotion. Repeat, I really like this movie. Again. Good. And now, I don't want to go. Feel the stress. Repeat. Good. Stress is like fire. It shows where the heat is, where the meaning is strongest. Lesson 5. Pause for power. Native speakers pause. Pauses matter. They create feeling. They create tension. They create rhythm. Listen, I wanted to tell you something important. That pause changes everything. Repeat. Good. Pauses are like silence between waves. They make the sound stronger. Never rush everything. Let your words breathe. Practical examples. Let's practice real life. At home, are you okay? Repeat. Good. With a friend. I'm so happy for you. Repeat. Excellent. At work, can you help me? Up arrow. Repeat. Good. In a difficult moment, I don't know what to do. Feel the pause. Feel the emotion. Repeat. Very good. This is real English, real emotion, real life. Now, it's your moment. Here's what to do. Listen carefully. Pause. Repeat. Copy my voice. Copy my rhythm. Copy my emotion. Not just the words. Ready? Sentence 1. Are you coming with me? Again. Are you coming with me? One more. Good. Sentence 2. I'm really proud of you. Again. I'm really proud of you. Feel it. One more. Excellent. Sentence 3. What happened to you? Again. What happened to you? One more. Good. Now, the shadowing paragraph. Listen first and then repeat. Sometimes life feels like a long road. Some days are bright like sunlight and some days feel heavy like rain. But every step teaches me something. Every mistake makes me stronger. Like the ocean never stops moving, I keep moving too. Slowly, deeply, and with hope. Good. Now again. This time. With feeling, imagine it. Live it. Speak it. Let the words move through you like water. Sometimes life feels like a long road. Some days are bright like sunlight, and some days feel heavy like rain. But every step teaches me something. Every mistake makes me stronger. Like the ocean never stops moving, I keep moving too. Slowly, deeply, and with hope. I want you to hear this. Your English does not need to be perfect. It needs to be alive. There is a big difference. Many learners hide behind grammar because grammar feels safe, controlled. But real speaking is brave. It is messy and it is emotional, like climbing a mountain in the dark, not knowing exactly where the next step is, but trusting yourself anyway. That is courage. And every time you speak, you are building that courage, like building fire from small sparks. At first, tiny, weak, easy to lose, but with practice, it grows. And one day, your voice becomes strong, warm, bright, like sunrise after a cold night, and you realize you were never behind. You were simply growing, quietly, like roots under the earth. Invisible, but powerful. So trust your voice, trust your journey, even if it feels slow, because slow is still movement, and movement is life. Here's your homework for today. Simple. Record yourself saying these. Are you okay? Use rising intonation. Then, I'm proud of myself. Use falling intonation. Then, I missed you. Use emotion. Listen, compare. Ask yourself, does it sound alive? Does it sound real? Then practice the shadowing paragraph 3 times. Morning, afternoon, night. Feel the changes. Feel your voice becoming stronger, like waves growing bigger. Day by day, and that's day 3. Look at you, 3 days already. That matters, more than you think. Day 1, you learned shadowing. Day 2, you learned connected speech. Today's, you learned intonation, and your English is already changing. Tomorrow, day 4. We will work on something powerful. Thinking in English. How to stop translating in your mind. How to think faster, speak faster. Live English naturally, and trust me, this is where freedom begins. So don't miss it. If today helped you, like this video, subscribe to Talk and Learn English, and write in the comments, Day 3 complete. I want to see you there. Keep walking. Keep speaking. Keep trusting the road. Like the moon follows the night. Your progress follows your effort. I'm Emma, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.